All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. I'd also like to give double honors to my elders and apostles at Great Millstone that do well. And I would like to say peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, to the hopeful elect in the 1/3. And Adonai Ratazah, this lesson will be edifying as well as comforting and exhorting to the sincere sheep of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. And the Wadiya Bashim Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash, for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. And as the title reads, Jacob's peace versus Jacob's trouble. And I was reading into Jeremiah last night, and I found a couple precepts, going into peace pertaining to, the Lord's servant, okay, the Israel of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai versus judgment upon the wicked portions of our people. And what I really wanted to do is emphasize that comforting vibration, unto the body of believers, unto the sincere sheep, unto the faithful servants, and we are truly being put through a purging process to solely rely on faith, trust, hope, and mercy. Okay. And kind of want to just do a quick compare and contrast. I only got about 4 precepts, so it shouldn't be a long lesson. It's really just more of an exhortation to where your mind should be as we're entering a very troublesome time for portions of Jacob versus the other portion of Jacob that will be saved out of it. And that's really what's been pressed on my spirit lately, is pushing that vibration, because we're getting ready to enter these times. Okay. So like I said, I only got about 4 precepts. Okay. Just an exhortation. So what I wanted to show you is now we always go to Jeremiah 30, and I'm going to go to that. But one thing I want to show you right here is the chapter before Jeremiah 30. You have Jeremiah, the 29th chapter. And within that chapter, look at what the Lord, is saying unto his servant, unto this ordained prophet. All right. Jeremiah 1:5, I knew thee. So we have to start tapping into that, that avenue as a servant. Okay. It's about confidence. All right. It's not being arrogant. It's about being confident in the Lord, because we are serving a power that demands us to believe he's going to reward us. Okay. Not this kind of timid, I don't know, me. Nah, hell nah, man. Okay. We're here to truly walk as lit lamps of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This is Hebrews 11. Okay. Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. But faith is a gift. Remember? So now you've been given a gift to please Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. But within that gift and within that applying that faith, you also have to have the mindset of this: for he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is. So you got to believe that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai exists, what we do, but then you also have to believe this. And not only believe, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Are you not diligently seeking him, brothers? You few sisters, you few sincere sisters, even the mere fact of your mind, something as simple of, man, I want to read, I want to watch that video, I wanted this, I wanted that. All that is you wanting towards the Lord. That's you diligently seeking him, so those things can't get swept under the rug when we're going through our trials and tribulations. And I also want to add, those trials and tribulations you're going through, that's taking place so that you can be built up. Check this out. Even see this up here. Look at that. Yeah, 144. See, that's what it's all about, man. So you gotta start looking at the battle different. You got to start looking at the demonic attacks different. And you got to start, like, for me personally, when there's a demonic thought, the first thing that comes to my mind outside of rebuking it is, look, Lord, look, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, see what I'm doing within my mind? I don't want to commit adultery. I don't want to be evil. I don't want to be wicked. You see? So you got to start tapping in that the Lord is watching everything, man, including our thoughts. So this is how you combat those tactics by the demons, is having a sober mind within that fight and letting it be known that the Lord is watching all of us. This is why they tremble. This is why they tremble. Okay, the principalities. Sirach 17, and real quick, I could start at 17, but I want to get this point. Sirach 17 and 19. Therefore, talking about us, therefore all their works are as the sun before him, and his eyes are continually upon their ways. So you have to understand that your name, you have came across in the heavens, okay? And your thoughts are being watched, your actions are being watched, your wants are being watched, your temptations are being watched, and it's going to pay off for us in the long run, okay? So you are not alone in your fight with Michael Jackson. I am not alone. You're not alone, man, okay? Whatever you've been through, going through, we all been through it too, okay? We're all being put to the test. We're all being purged, and we're all getting built up so we can look for peace instead of focusing on the trouble, because trouble's coming. Okay, trouble is coming, but we can't look at that trouble like it's for us. Hell nah. We're being built up to serve. See, I did my part, as what Apostle Paul say. I finished the course, you know. So let's read this real quick. Jeremiah 29 and 11. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, thoughts of peace. See, Jacob's peace versus Jacob's trouble. Which one you want? Remember, it says, choose you this day, life or death. I believe it's Deuteronomy 19. Choose you this day. Let's see. Yep, life or death. 30 and 19. Excuse me. Deuteronomy 30 and 19 in the KJ2:1. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I've set before you life and death. See? Blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. So what are you choosing? Are you choosing Yahweh Shai, or are you choosing Barabbas? You know, are you choosing the Lord? You know, what are you choosing? Are you choosing the blessing or the curses? Because if you're just choosing the law, you're also choosing the curses. Okay. So you got to understand, it's been set before us. So we are tapping into the blessings. We're tapping into life. Okay. And we're tapping into peace. Peace. That's what we're getting ourselves prepared for. Thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. But this is what the Lord is saying to his servant, Jeremiah the prophet. But in the very next chapter, look what the Lord is saying right here. Look what Yahweh Shem Shai is saying right here. So what you want? You want Jacob's peace, or you want Jacob's trouble? Because you can get surgical with this shit, Jake. You remember what Denzel said? This is Jeremiah 30 and 7. I'm just getting to the points. I just want to do a quick exhortation. Okay, we're being built up, we're being purged, we're being put through things, and we're not in the spirit to hide that under a bushel. It's on my spirit to share. It's on my spirit to edify. It's on my spirit to, what I'm going through, give to you. So if you go through, this is what you do within that. Okay, freely give, freely receive. Listen, brothers, there's times where there's things we go through. It's specifically so we can edify the body when they got to go through. It ain't all about just us. This is a body. It ain't just about the pinky toe, baby. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great. And this word great means intensity, intense. No day like it. Okay. For that day is great, so that none is like it. Nothing you've been through, nothing you've gone through, none of the ups, none of the downs, none of the lows, none of the woes are going to compare to this. That's why Apostle Paul said that in Romans. I tell you, don't compare. See, let me get that. Jacob's peace versus Jacob's trouble. I'm taking the peace. I'm taking the peace. Romans 8 and 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time, no 70 AD, right? Our personal problems, ailments, mortal problems. We ought to have some mortal shit going on, right? None of that. Okay. All right. It says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Remember, we're the kingdom, brothers. We are the kingdom, okay? the kingdom resides within us, the princes of power. All right. Understand that, you see? And let me see. The brother King Stacks. Hey, Shalom, Yabashim Shai, Bashim Rakakwa. That's Brakathum to you brothers, as well as you few sincere sisters. The brother said, what if you're not on the highways, but you watch videos, etc.? Because not being on the highways kind of makes me. Well, I'll say to you, brother, is there a reason why you cannot be on the highways? Is it like physically? Are you physically unable to go out to the highways and hedges and push the word? That's what I would ask you as a brother, okay? Because our responses to questions only come from the mindset of a brother. What would I want you to tell me? See? So that's what I would ask you, brother. If you physically can't get out there, then Yahweh Shemel Shai understands that, but if there's not a physical reason, that's something that you're going to have to pray upon for the Lord to bestow that spirit on you if you feel convicted, knowing that you have to be out there. And I understand, so let's keep going. All right. If the brother wants to respond to the best of my ability, I'll answer and exhort you. But let's keep going. Okay. So it says, Jeremiah 30:7, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And that he is referring to the Israel of God. And I believe it's Colossians 1:16, 6:16, or Philippians. I always get these mixed up. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put this in right here. Israel of God. Okay, real quick. Galatians 6:16. All right. So now you got to focus on where are you at when it comes to serving the Lord. Do you consider yourself an Israel of God? Are you conducting spiritually and mentally yourself as an Israel of God? Galatians 6:16, and as many as walk according to this rule, peace be on them and mercy and upon the Israel of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. And how are you an Israel of Yahweh? Well, going through his son. You got Jakes out here that believe in only the Old Testament. You got Jakes that don't believe in Yahushai. You got Jakes that believe in the law more than the Lord. So that is not an Israel of God. See? So let's keep going. What do you want? You want Jacob's peace or Jacob's trouble? Okay? Because there's going to be two avenues for Israel in this day. And the elect is going to go down the avenue of peace, while the non-elect, as in the 2/3, are going to go down the avenue of trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Look at this. Jeremiah 17:17. Be not a terror unto me. Thou art my hope in the day of evil. See the difference here? Do you see the difference? Because we can pull out all the judgment. Jeremiah 15, slain the Lord shall be many. But what about the other side of the coin? What about the servant? Because you got to look, even in the times of the prophets back then, they were prophesizing, and at times the judgment came in what they prophesied. Jeremiah was in the time of the Babylonians besieging us. You got to look at these things. So you're having men being raised up to warn about a famine. Then you mean to tell me the Lord's going to have that man die of famine too? No, absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not. That's why I said my servant shall eat. So we are now tapping into Jacob's peace while being prepared for Jacob's trouble. Okay, because going back, it says what? But he shall be saved out of it. Who is the he? The Israel of God, the elect. All right. So you as a hopeful elect, get that the Lord gonna judge me spirit out of here, man. Get that out of there. Get that out of your mindset. We don't want it. Control, Alt, delete it. Get rid of that shit. Go through that fleshly ass mind. Okay. Go through that mind and start spring cleaning. Getting that shit out of these necessary. And you know what? You'll go through things so the Lord can show you, hey, you've been worrying too much. You'll go through things so the Lord can say, hey, you need to have more faith. Okay? So you'll go through certain things, not for your end, but for your beginning. Remember, Jacob's the beginning. Esau's the end. His ass is on his way out. Okay? The brother said, here, let me see real quick. We're going to answer this for the brother, man. It's all good, bro. Hey, this is the first step right here for this brother King Stack. Shalom, my brother. I believe I remember you way back. He said, the water, maybe fear putting my hand to the plow. So right there, that's a demon. Okay, so you got to rebuke that. Woe to the fearful and faint heart. Okay, you got to rebuke that immediately. Okay, that right there is a demon. Fear is a demon. You got to rebuke that. So you're going to probably have to fast, brother. You have to fast that demon away. You need to look fear in its eye. Okay, do not avoid. And you even asking this is showing the Lord is with you, bro. So you got to apply this now. This is the Lord keeping that door for you. He said, maybe fear put my hand to the plow so you understand the severity of what this walk is. So that shows you already fear the Lord. Remember, fear is the first step. Okay. What's the first step? Fear. It's in the Apocrypha. Fear. Hold on. I'm gonna get something for you right now, brother. Fear is the let me put, is it first step? Let me see. I got something for you. Yes. Check this out. Let's answer this question for this brother. It's all good, man. That's what we're here for. Ecclesiasticus 19:18. The fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him. So the fact that you are afraid that the Lord judging you, that shows that you already are on the path to serving the Lord. So now you're being built up. Remember, the scriptures speak about building up our faith. Let me get that. Building up yourselves. Come on now. Come on, King Stacks. Don't you work out, brother? This is Jude 1:20. But ye beloved, building up yourselves on your most holy faith, praying in the Holy Spirit. So you got faith and you understand that. So now these are the necessary steps that you're going through to put you out there. Remember, Yahushua told Apostle Peter to step out on that water, brother. So we are now being built up to step out on that water, and the Lord's going to take care of the rest. The fact that you stepped out is showing your faith. Remember, we showed our faith by walking through the Gulf of, the Suez, okay, in the time of Egypt. All right, so we're all being put in a position to step out on that water, and stepping out that water can be many different things. Okay, so for this brother in particularly, stepping out in that water, showing that action of faith is putting your hand to the plow. And I know, I know that for me years ago. Ecclesiastes 19:18, the fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love. See? So let's keep going. I want to finish breaking this brother's question down. All right. And he said, my hand to the plow, because we can't look back. We understand that. I know I would never go back to the old man, but I feel a little lukewarm. So what you're doing is examining yourself before the day of judgment. So you know what that proves, brother? Judgment's coming, and you're examining yourself. What is that? 2 Corinthians 13:5. Examine before judgment. Real quick, let's get that. Ooh, yep, 2 Corinthians 5. But look at this. Sirach 18:20. Before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy. So right here, brother, you're doing the necessary steps right now. You're examining, you're inquiring, not, hey, people don't got, I'm not trying to be lewd. People don't got the spiritual balls to do this right now. Okay, brother? So that speaks volumes. You see? So it's all good, man. I know I would never go back to the old man, but I feel a little lukewarm. But just on the topic of watching the videos and rehearsing, do you think the Lord will be with me or speak? The Lord gonna be with you, man. Okay. But you, as the Israelite man, having this knowledge, you need to teach what the Lord has been given you. Okay. So remember, the first step is the biggest step, but just focus on step one. Don't worry about everything else. Okay. Don't worry about all that other extra crap. It's like when you go to the gym to work out. Oh man, don't worry about that shit. Okay. Get the first rep down and let everything play out. The Lord's got us. And even in in Sirach, I got something for you. Check this out. In Sirach, the 2nd chapter, the Lord told us to basically fall into his hands. Watch this. Watch this. I got something for you. Okay. Let me make sure. Okay, got that. Go here. Check this out, brother. And it's for all the brothers. Let me see. Right here. Sirach 2:17, they that fear the Lord. So the mere fact that the brother's asking a question, inquiring, that shows fear. I need to be doing, that's called conviction. The mere fact that you're inquiring means the Lord is dealing with you. See? It says, they that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts. So your mind's being prepared and humble their souls in his sight. So you're not being proud about it. Shit, man. I don't want to be lukewarm. So you have a you're having a you're contemplating in your mind of something that you're required to do. You see? So just like the scriptures say, a king ain't gonna go to battle without counting the cost. You just counting the cost, brother. But as a brother to a brother, if you are able to teach, you should be teaching. Okay? Because you don't want to hide your talent in a napkin because you are afraid of the Lord. Okay? You should be more afraid what the Lord will do to you than man will do to you. Now look, saying we will fall into the hands of the Lord. That's it, man. I'm just pressing record. That's all I got. This it. See, brothers? So we got a trust fall. We will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. So that's what the Lord going to give us, mercy. Okay? You got Jakes right now that have all the knowledge in the world and they ain't doing nothing with it. You actually want to do what's required. That's amazing, man. So yeah, brother, just keep praying. Okay? The Lord going to take care of everything, man. All right? The Lord's going to take care of it. But yeah, brother, get out there. Remember, it says, how will we like in this generation? All right, let's keep going. Got one more. Jeremiah 17:17. Be not a terror unto me. Why? I did everything, Lord. I did it to the best of my ability. I did this. I went there. I believed in faith. I looked man in the eye and I knew he couldn't do nothing to me because I have you. That's peace. To be spiritually minded is life and peace. Be not a terror unto me. Thou art my hope in the day of evil. See? Thou art my hope. Man saved by hope. So what you want, Jacob's peace or Jacob's trouble? We want Jacob's peace. Yaiquab Shalom. It says, let them be confounded that persecute me. Hell yeah. Confound these people. And lately, brothers, not only have I been praying for protection, I've been praying for the Lord to continue to protect me. You got to start understanding the relationship when it comes to the conversation in that prayer. How many times you're going to ask the Lord to protect you until you have faith knowing he is protecting you? See? But let not me be confounded. Let them be dismayed. But let not me be dismayed. Bring upon them the day of evil and destroy them with double destruction. See? So they're getting double destruction and we're going to get double peace because we're being faithful. We're being fearful. We're being mindful. We're being hopeful. And a man is saved by hope. That's what this whole thing's about. We are tapping in to Jacob's peace while they're getting ready to have to handle Jacob's trouble. All right. Jeremiah 17:7. Blessed is the man. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord. So you have to ask yourself, do I trust? Do I believe? Am I hopeful? And you find those answers in the midst of trouble, in the midst when you need hope, in the midst when you need faith. That's where you know where you stand, because if thy faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. So you will go through adversity and you will go through more adversity so that you have the right form for the next time adversity comes up, and you got to rep that. You're like a workout. It's like a workout. See, the Lord has given us perfect form. When you first started, you might have been able to lift, but your form wasn't right. Now your form's right, but you're not able to lift as much, but now you're being built up with good form to lift more. I'm speaking carnal, but I'm talking to you spiritually. See? Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord. And the only way you know you can trust is when you go through a situation where all you got is trust. Okay? Trust in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. Yeah, we're going to be good. We're not going to be pinching and, oh, don't drink that. You know, our thirst is gonna be quenched, our belly's gonna be filled, our children won't see hell, evil, bad times. This is what the mindset of a faithful servant is thinking. You see? So I just wanted to do this lesson real quick. All right. I just wanted to do this lesson because it's been on my mind lately. Bayan Yasharala Ba, Ecclesiastes 35:20. Mercy is seasonable in the time of affliction, as clouds of rain in the time of drought. Beautiful. We're being built up right now. The Lord wants us to believe in him, man. You know? And you know that feeling. We might want to fuck, man. I told you I would do that. You kind of get upset. You know, you get a little upset with somebody that don't believe what you're saying you're going to do, you know? So how are we as the Lord's bride supposed to carry ourselves to the bridegroom, you know? So I just want to do that quick lesson. I truly pray that it was comforting. It was edified. Questions were answered. Yahushai's sheep are fed, okay? Because we are entering Jacob's trouble. But remember, Jacob will be saved out of it. So now we're fixating ourselves on Jacob's peace. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to say, call Halah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that do well. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect. With that being said, Shalom.